What is going on, everyone? Leon checking in, and we're at it again with another video. In today's video, we'll be doing a tutorial on how to add and remove a transition effect in the PowerDirector app for Chromebook, which looks like this. Now, Chromebooks have come a long way, and the goal of videos like this is to demonstrate Chromebook performance for those who are interested in buying a Chromebook. Now, the PowerDirector app has been available for Chromebooks for a long time now, and there is a free version and a premium version available. I use the premium version for the videos that you see on my channel. Now, in my opinion, the PowerDirector app works really well, and it receives constant updates to address bugs and add new features. Now, if you're wondering what Chromebooks I use to edit my videos, I have the Google Pixelbook Go right here. It works really well. And then I have the Google Pixelbook, which is basically a 2-in-1. It turns into a tablet, but it also works as a laptop. Now, you can find both these devices at the Amazon storefront, link in the description below. As always, I only feature products or services I buy or would like to buy. This gives the channel more credibility and appeal because we feature items that interest me and change the way we live. Don't have time to watch the whole video? We're now a podcast you can find on multiple platforms by searching for Pixels Cracked. You can also support the podcast by downloading the Anchor app and making a small monthly donation on that platform. And if you are listening to this on a podcast, you can find the more detailed video and YouTube channel by searching for Pixels Cracked as well. All things said, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so here we are on the Google Pixelbook Go, and I'm actually using the webcam to include this recording of myself if you're interested on what the performance of that webcam is going to look for this device specifically. Now we're going to jump into the PowerDirector app. I have it at the bottom here. And the reason I want to demonstrate this is that you get to see exactly what's going on. It opens up, it's fairly quick here. And I'm going to slide my selfie camera over here just so you can see a little bit better what's going on. So here is the project that I'm working on. It's actually this project here, and we can edit it. We've got the title at the top here. We're going to tap on Edit Project, and I'm going to show you what's going on here. So you can see I kind of cut everything already, and it's going to be the intro. That's what's going on here. That's what you just watched. And we're going to add a transition effect here. And then we're also going to show you some of the limitations and also how to remove it. So I'm going to start by just playing this clip. This whole clip was just cut. There's nothing else that was added. So it's very simple. And we're just going to press play so you can see what it looks like before I add any effects, any transitions. So here we go. In today's video, we'll be doing a tutorial on how to add and remove a transition effect in the PowerDirector app for Chromebook, which looks like this. Now, Chromebooks have... So I'm going to actually add the transition effect right at this box right there. If we tap on that, you can see it's going to change it to blue, and then we get all these options. Now, PowerDirector is very nice. You can see we've got a lot of options. Now, again, I have the premium version here, so I've got all the stuff unlocked. The free version does offer some options, but I believe you're going to be limited. But still, you know, the free version is good if you want to just kind of get a feel for it. Now, before we actually add the transition effect, we would want to change something about the previous scene and the next scene, because what's going to happen if I just add the transition effect here, you're not really going to see it. And I can actually demonstrate that. So we're going to just pick a random one here. I'll go with lifestyle and then sit. Now Chrome, and then we're going to back up here. You can see it just gave me like a quick preview, but I'm going to back up here. And we're going to press play so you can see what it looks like, which looks like this. Now, Chromebooks have... Oh, you can see that you barely could see it. Actually, I couldn't see anything. Now, what I like to do to make it more apparent is, again, we want to change either something of the before scene or something of the after scene. And we could do something simple. We could just tap on this clip here, and we could go with a crop. So we're going to tap crop, and then we can go ahead and bring this in a little bit, right? We can bring this in a little bit, and then we can go ahead and hit the back arrow there. So that brings it in. You can see we're going to have quite a difference here, close up and then further away. You can actually see the transition is more apparent now because we made the previous clip a little bit more different than the next one. Book, which looks like this. Now Chromebooks have come along, so that's going to be a little bit better there. We could also do something else a little bit different. Maybe we don't want to crop, so we can go ahead here and we can just tap the back arrow that gets rid of the crop. One of the other things I like to do is a pan and zoom. We could do a custom motion here. So we got a starting position and then we can tap on the end position. It's kind of like doing a crop here. So we could do that and then we'll tap play so you can get an idea of what that pan and zoom will look like. Chromebook, which looks like this. Now Chromebooks have come in. You can see it slowly zooming in there. And I think this is a little bit better. Depends on your taste. Chromebook, which looks like this. Now Chromebooks have come a so there is that. And we'll leave that as is for now. So again, you know, we could tap on this. Maybe we didn't like this transition effect. We could go to something else. Maybe we want to do 3D. Let's try the fragment one here. And we're going to play it. App for Chromebook, which looks like this. Now Chromebooks have come along. Now you can see it looks kind of laggy. Not a problem. I've noticed this specifically on my Chromebooks. And it seems like this is only apparent in the editing mode. Now when you actually process the video, when you finalize it, everything goes a little bit smoother. Now if you wanted to remove that, you could easily tap on it and then you could tap none here. Now Chromebooks have come along and now you're going to see when we play it, book, which looks like this. Now Chromebooks have the transition effect is gone. Now there is an exception here. We're going to go to the end of this clip and you can see that I have this tiny little portion of video here. And if we try to add a transition effect, all the transition effects show up, but because this clip is so small, if we go to add an effect here, let's go with dissolve, and then we'll go with evaporate. You can see here a transition. I'm going to try to tap it again because that message doesn't stay that long. A transition cannot be added at this position because the duration of one of the media clips is too short. So that's going to be your limiting rule. You can't have a tiny little clip here because it's not going to allow you to add a transition. But you can add transitions pretty much wherever you cut. So wherever you cut something, you can add a transition. We'll kind of do a little sample here. I'm going to just randomly split here. Now we've got a little block. I could add another transition there if I wanted to. But I'm going to make this more like I actually want to for the video. So this is going to be real now. We're going to take our time here. I do like the pan and zoom here, but I don't like it for this spot specifically. So I am going to tap on pan and zoom and I'm going to tap no effect here. I'm going to tap OK. And I'm going to go with that crop. I think the crop worked a little bit better here. So I'm going to bring it in. Just which looks like this. And we still need to add our effect here. So this is the part where I take a little bit of time. I like the geometrics. They are very interesting to me. And what I can do, I normally use hexagons for my intro. I use lines, zoom 01 for changing in between scenes there a lot. But we're going to jump in with the pentagons. I'm going to see how that looks. I'm going to PowerDirector app for Chromebook, which looks like this. Now Chromebooks have come a long way and the goal. So again, doesn't look smooth exactly, but it's going to look great when I finally process the video here. So that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it and found it useful, please leave a like. If you're watching this on YouTube and have any questions or comments, as always, drop those down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Now, there are 3 ways you can support the channel and podcast. The first way is to click on the Amazon storefront link found in the description below. There you'll find items that I have bought or would like to buy, and anything you buy from the storefront does support the content. The next way you can support the content is just by sharing this video with someone who might enjoy it or find it useful. And the last way you can support the channel is just by clicking the subscribe or follow button. Now, liking and subscribing are important. Those are ways to vote on whether you like the video or the podcast. Liking and subscribing are also important for new viewers and listeners. If new viewers and listeners see likes and subscribers, they're going to think that the content is helpful, worth watching, and listening to. So that is pretty much it. And until next time, Leon checking out.
You